Hmm?
Plenty of space over here if anyone wants to keep coming this way.
We'll come sit over here. You want the bag, Peter? No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president of Building Homes for Heroes, Kim Beasley.
Got a couple
Enjoy
curveballs
yourself.
this morning, so bear with me. First, I want to thank everyone here. Thank you so much for coming out today. It's a really special day for us. This is our 343rd home. It's in honor of the 343 firefighters who lost in the FDNY on 9/11. It's really a momentous occasion for us. We're very excited, and we're just honored to have so many people here with us, so many dignitaries, so many companies that support us, and just give yourselves a hand first. Here for a couple of days, but I can tell that East Haven, Connecticut is the place to be. It really is a very special place. Very excited that Evan will have some pretty cool neighbors and have the wonderful festivities that you have here in East Haven. I'm sure you can imagine the amount of time and love that went into every detail when you see this house to make it a home. We're very grateful for the many, many people that came together to make this gift happen. I do want to recognize first a few of our veteran home recipients that are here to support Evan today. Army Specialist Craig Hall received a home from us in Connecticut. U.S. Marine Corps Sergeant Greg Karen also received a home from us here in Connecticut. U.S. Marine Corps Lance Corporal Matthew Benny is with us. He's a New Jersey resident. Army Staff Sergeant Martin Jones received a home in Maryland. And we have Chris Claude, U.S. Marine Corps Gunnery Sergeant, with us in Pennsylvania. Some of my favorite guys over there. Love you guys. I do want to have special thanks go out to our honored dignitaries for coming out today. We have Governor Ned Lamont. Very excited. We have State of Connecticut Lieutenant Governor Bizowitz. Connecticut State Senator Paul Ciccarella. I spoke back. Never good. Connecticut State Rep Joe Zullo. We also have United States Senator Paul Blumenthal. And Connecticut State Senator Christine Cohen. Thank you all so much. It really means the world to us that you come to support your veterans. I don't want to forget the mayor, but I'm going to call you up especially, so I didn't forget you. We have a couple of groups here I'd like to recognize as well. We're a small company. We're about 10, 12 employees, and we work in about 36 states. So we can't do it all, and we can't do it without you. It's so, so important to have the community effort and the corporate sponsorship come out and support us. We absolutely owe everything to you guys. We would not be able to be at our 343rd home if we didn't have you guys. So I do want to give a special thanks to the Town of East Haven Police Department, Chief Lennon, the Honor Guard procession. The Town of East Haven Fire Department, Chief Matt Marcarelli. We have our Advanced Auto Parts Foundation reps here. Thank you guys so much. Advanced Auto Parts is huge for us. Because of them, we have been able to help 343 veterans find homes and give emergency funding to thousands of veterans as well. So we just couldn't do it without you guys. Tony Lambusco is our general contractor who did a phenomenal job on this house, making it beautiful. Mark Amato Landscaping. Again, couldn't look this beautiful without what you guys did to this yard, backyard. Wait till you see it. Irrigation specialist Mike Flandria.
Yeah.
We have our 343 riders with Frank Licata and Mike Alexander leading the pack. Guys, absolutely phenomenal. We have FDNY 343 bagpipers. I know it says ladder 11, but I believe it was 19.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Engine 50, ladder 19. The Corvette Club. We have. Thank you guys for bringing the veterans in style. That was awesome. Liz Koiva from Nordic Builders. She was instrumental in pulling this all together. Leah Voles from USI Insurance. Louis Gentile, Accuracy Mechanical. We had a last-minute HVAC repair, and he came in and helped us out. We are so grateful for that because it's a hot day. Alyssa Ednani from Legrand. American Legion Auxiliary. And a very, very big thank you to the Lowe's guys. I always leave you guys to the end because there are always so many of you. At every home ceremony, we have Lowe's in numbers. It is amazing. I love seeing the camel, the red vest. We can pick you out. We know where you are. Please get together after we finish the ceremony for a big picture because you guys are awesome. We love you. Thank you. And I have one more special guy out there, Tony Sigolito, our board member. He is our treasurer, a board member, and he did come to this house multiple times to take care of everything. Came for a leak last night out of nowhere. He's been instrumental in getting this done as well. So thank you, Tony. His company is Liberty Closet and Garages, and he made this garage beautiful and very useful for Evan. So thank you. Building Homes for Heroes is a national nonprofit organization. We specially adapt and modify housing and gift it mortgage-free to injured veterans around the country. This organization was started by Andy Pujol, to my right here. He's our CEO and founder. Andy was a private businessman on 9/11. He, instead of leaving the city, he was not in the city, he went into the city to stand side by side with the first responders and help do anything he could to search and rescue of 9/11. After that day, he wanted to give back to his country, so he decided he would build a home for one injured veteran. The slogan was "One Home, One Dream." So he banded together with some of his friends and colleagues and started to fundraise. Then he gifted the one home and realized that this was his passion and he was just not going to stop. Today, we're here to gift our 343rd home. Amazing, right? Only doing it one man. We've gifted homes in 36 states, and we've aided thousands of people with emergency funding and physical and mental health programs. All because of the dream of this amazing man. We don't do this alone. Like I said, we can't do this alone. It's just too much. So we rely on some wonderful companies and people that make it possible. We are so grateful to have our sponsors here today. Please help me in welcoming Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont.
I'm the curveball. Hey, Evan, you drove in that really cool Corvette, one of your neighbors shouted out, "Welcome to the neighborhood." I hope you heard that. That's how everybody here feels. That's how people of Connecticut feel, and the people of America should feel for the folks who stood up for this country. And it's one thing to say our veterans are heroes, but you got to put words into action. And that's what Building Homes for Heroes is all about. This was a house that was sitting empty for 5 years. I cannot think of a more better and fitting person to be here than you. I had a chance to meet your family. I want each and every one of you, all the vets here, and everybody else to remember the Veterans Day is not one day of the year. It is every day of the year for each and every one of you. The things you do on behalf of this country, and nobody better than you have. Thank you, my friend.
Next up, we are very honored to welcome Senator Dick Blumenthal.
How about a big round of applause for Kim, who has devoted so much time and energy over so many years. And let me ask right at the outset, every veteran who's here today, please raise your hand. Please raise your hand so we can thank you for your service. Thank you. Thank you. And the guy who is a hero of mine, Andy Pujo. Thank you, Andy, for all you have done for so many of our veterans. You know, I first met Andy at the first home here in Connecticut, in Ellington, for Greg Karen. Greg is here today. Greg and his wife, Nina, are people of such courage. They are heroes of mine. And Greg was the first recipient of a home. Many of you were there. Since then, hundreds of homes have been built by Andy and his team. And since then also, Andy has fought and survived cancer. Thank you, Andy. We owe you for your strength and courage. Now, Andy has a secret for you. I'm not going to tell it, but it might have to do with 2024. Don't you think it would be nice to have 400 homes by 2024? Wouldn't that be great? Let me just say, you know, this nation has a lot of unfinished business. I'm on the Armed Services Committee and the Veterans Affairs Committee. And I want to take this picture back with me to my colleagues in the United States Capitol and say to you, this is America at its best. This is America the beautiful. Aiding our veterans, keeping faith with all who serve, and making sure that we not only build homes, but that we rebuild lives. These guys who are with us today, I will tell you, I was with Greg and Walter Reed, and I'm sure everyone, many of you have been through it, have survived some of the biggest challenges of life, some of the invisible wounds as well as the visible ones. And this picture ought to inspire America to say, we ought to not only build homes, rebuild lives, make sure we keep faith with every single veteran in the United States of America. Thank you all for all of your great work, and particularly in this team at Building Homes for Heroes.
Semper Fi, Senator.
Semper Fi. And Greg Karen is a Marine too. Semper Fi to Greg Karen.
We're going to have a
Very
presentation of colors so we can do the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. Oh, they're presented. They're presented. Good.
Attention. Present.
All right, let's look at the flag and do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Present on. Present.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Playing of the national anthem will be by the 102nd Connecticut Army National Guard Band Quintets.
So today, my friends, we gather together to give God thanks for all the volunteers, for Evan, and the sacrifice that he made to our country. We give God thanks for everything because we know without God, this would not be possible. Let us pray. So today we come with hearts deeply thankful for all the gifts that we have. We're thankful for all of our service members who have helped us to get where we are today and the safety that they provide for us. Indeed, we all come from many places, backgrounds, ethnicities, and many paths. Yet today, we come here inspired by a singular mission: to struggle for the well-being of all those who inhabit this beloved community we call home. May we always see in our volunteers the dedication to service, and may we always see in us and the willingness to give them support. May they be guided and to know to do what is right and to challenge and defy anything at all that would diminish justice in this community. May we view this remarkable moment as an invitation to move forward with purpose and intention with the work of repairing a world filled with injustice, hate, and tolerance. May we understand that we can never become enlightened until we become occupied, not with being right, but with lifting the lives of people around us and healing our families and communities. Evan, may your house be a house of blessing. May it bring you joy and happiness in your days, months, and years ahead. We give you thanks for being a part of our community here in East Haven. May our intentions be sincere, our labor selfless, and may this day become a shining example for all to follow. Amen.
We don't do this alone. We obviously need the support and help of our companies that are on this journey with us. And one of those companies is Chase. Chase Bank has gifted 1,080 mortgage-free homes to nonprofit organizations to go directly to veterans from the bank. So the home you see behind me was donated by Chase Bank. And they sent me one sentence to describe what they do today, and it's just not possible. It's not possible to say in one sentence what Chase has done. They have changed this country by donating over 1,000 homes to injured veterans, mortgage-free. That is amazing. These are not just four walls, they're houses that families move into. They have children, they have their grandchildren come to. They're foundations, they're building communities. It's just an amazing gift. I'm so grateful for the partnership with Chase. I'm happy to welcome Matt McSpeeden here on behalf of Chase. He's the market director for Chase's commercial bank and co-leader for the state's market team leadership.
Jim, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for making the time out of your day to come here and to really welcome U.S. Army Specialist Evan Marcy and his family home. Yeah, clap for that. Come on. As a banker, I want to get some more applause. As Kim had said, my name is Matt McSpadden. I'm the market executive for JP Morgan Chase's Commercial Bank here in Connecticut, and a co-leader of our state's market leadership team. Today truly is a celebration, not only for the Marcy family, but for our entire region, frankly, as we welcome our newest neighbors here in East Haven to their forever home. When you hear Evan's story, it's impossible not to feel inspired. His strength, perseverance, his dedication to his kids, family, brothers and sisters from the FDNY, and to his country. As I stand with you all this morning, and with Evan and his family in front of their new front yard, I can't think of anything and anyone more deserving. At JP Morgan Chase, we're committed to supporting the communities in which we live and work, and this house is testament to that. And that is especially true when it comes to supporting those who have served our country. We know having a safe place to call home is a foundational step in the journey for our veterans as they transition to post-military life. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Building Homes for Heroes, Lowe's, Legrand, and USI Insurance, and all the partners here today who are committed to this mission. It's an unbelievable mission. That includes Mayor Joseph Garfora, who does so much for this community and the residents of East Haven. I'm not sure any other city or town, but just to show out here today, could make such a warm welcome for the Marcy family. I also want to acknowledge the FDNY 343 ride team. Saw them ride in. I think a bunch of them are still around, right? Yeah, they're around. They have been doing this incredible bike ride for years to honor those lost on September 11th. I lost 2 buddies that day myself. Congratulations on another successful year and your leadership and hard work with the ride. On that awful day 22 years ago, and how you show up and support the community day in and day out. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank all my JP Morgan Chase colleagues who are here for coming, including many of our military veteran employees, as well as Gary Miller and Ernie Shanders, who are actively involved in donating these homes. Words and action were something that I think was said earlier by the governor. They put my hollow words into action. So thank you very much, guys. Appreciate the battle. Through our Office of Military and Veterans Affairs, JP Morgan Chase has partnered with organizations like Building Homes for Heroes to award more than 1,080 mortgage-free homes to veterans of all 5 branches of service in communities across 44 states. Our veteran military family support also extends to career and community development. We've hired more than 18,000 veterans since 2011. That's not to be forgotten, the firm also employs approximately 3,000 military spouses. We also lead the Veterans Jobs Mission, a private sector coalition of more than 300 companies committed to military spouse and veteran talent development. Collectively, coalition companies have hired more than 900,000 veterans and military spouses, and are working towards a goal of reaching 2 million over the next 10 years. It's just phenomenal work. The key to successfully growing these initiatives and deepening their impact is collaboration. We're lucky to have great partners like Building Home for Heroes, who are bringing renewed hope to our nation's bravest and providing resources to help build brighter futures for veteran families. Evan, thank you for your service to our country. Chase is honored to donate this home to you and your family. Welcome home.
Our next guest is one of my very favorite people. Executive Vice President of Stores, Joe McFarland, leads the team of almost 300,000 Lowe's associates. Joe is also a Gulf War and Desert Storm veteran. He served 6 years in the United States Marines. Number 5.
75. Oh, right.
He is also a member of the Board of Directors of Building Homes for Heroes. He's helped us to achieve so much, including grants from Lowe's for over $1 million a year for the last 3 years. Anytime Building Homes for Heroes needs anything, and Joe can attest to this, we call him. He's the first phone call. We're like, let's call Joe. We need something. And Joe always comes through for us. We are so grateful to have him on our team. We know he can always find a solution for us, and we're honored to have you here today, Joe. I know it wasn't easy for you to get here, so it's our honor to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, Kim, thank you. Andy, none of this would be possible without you. Love you more than anything in the world. Evan, brother, to you and your family, wow, just thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our heart. I know this home is going to be a special, special place, and just thankful for this entire family. And so let's give them another big round of applause. To all my fellow Lowe's associates out there, thank you for your commitment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you do every single day. We've got a couple special people. We've got our president, Brian Otis, in the crowd, our local regional vice president, Pauline G., our local district manager that's going to make a lot of this possible here, Jeremy Stosky, and then the head of our foundation, Julie Yenichek, who really is the one that shepherds Lowe's Giving, makes certain that the money that we are investing in the communities is well spent, and she has just done an incredible, incredible job. So, Julie, thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. And then finally, Michael Piper. We have upwards of 27,000 veterans working for Lowe's today. And listen, we want to hire another 27,000. What a special day. What a special day here. We will never forget the brave men and women and our fellow countrymen that perished on 9/11 22 years ago. And so for this to be the 343rd home, for us to do our part in never forgetting what happened on that day, just thank you. Thank you for everyone involved. Thank you to the fellow companies, to Chase, Bank with Chase, get all of your auto needs at our partners, Advance Auto, and all your home improvement needs from Lowe's. And just thank you for being here. And again, Evan, just thank you. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
We love Joe and we love Lowe's. We have a very special guest with us here today. You saw him right in with the 343 Riders. I'll let him tell you a little bit about the group. Mike Alexander. Mike founded the FDNY 343 Riders, and he's also a retired captain with 35 years of service to the FDNY. Mike Alexander and the FDNY 343 Riders have been partnered with us for years now and have supported us immensely. We are beyond grateful for your support. Thank you for being here today.
Okay. I wrote down a few words, bear with me. First off, good morning, good afternoon. What a great event, and we're extremely proud and happy to be here with everyone today. Without leaving anybody out, I'd just like to say hello to all the local and state officials here this morning. Say hello to all our veterans and our military personnel that are here. Of course, say hello to Andy and his great home at Building Homes for Heroes, and our special veteran, Evan Marcy, who we all came here to see today with his great family. I look out in the audience, and I know quite a few people here this morning, but for those of you who don't know who we are, my name is Mike Alexander. I'm a member of the FDNY 343 Ride team, and also recently retired from the New York City Fire Department. It seems that every event we come to with Building Homes for Heroes, it's very special and frankly always humbling, and today is no different. To give you a little history of our group, in 2011, marking the 10-year anniversary of 9/11, members of 50 Engine, 19 Truck, and the 26th Battalion, which is located in Morrisania section of the South Bronx, started a 9/11 bicycle ride to ride 1 mile for every firefighter we lost on 9/11 to honor their memory. Of those who were working on 9/11, 2001 responded to the Twin Towers and never returned home to their families. That was our way to say that we have not forgotten. In the process, all the riders raised money through donations to support our military veterans. We have been doing this ride every year since 2011, taking only 1 year off during the COVID pandemic. I'm happy to say the ride has taken in over $2 million in donations that is used to support our veterans when they return home from serving our great country. And that's how we met Andy and his great team at Building Homes for Heroes and became a partner with them. As 9/11 approaches every year, I always reflect on the events that took place in 2001 and the years following. Although it's been 22 years since the evil cowardly attacks on our country, I believe those events that took place 2 decades ago are what bring us all here together today. Numerous times I look back at some of the proudest moments I've had in the FDNY, and honestly, they're not when things are going smooth and rolling along. It's when things were the toughest. Seeing how the members come together after a serious injury, illness, or worse yet, a line of duty death. Serious fire events like the Happy Land Social Club fire, events and operations during and after the 9/11 attacks. And just when you think you've seen everything, a pandemic surfaces. When things get hard for the FDNY, it's always all hands on deck, and there is no such thing as not getting the job done. The reason I mention these things is the same can be said for the men and women who serve the armed forces, and they represent the very best. When this country is in a difficult spot, the very best comes out, the call to serve and protect. Our veterans don't serve the red or the blue. Our veterans serve the red, white, and blue. The year following 9/11 attacks saw over 181,000 young men and women enlist in active duty and almost 73,000 sign up for reserve duty status to protect their towns, cities, and country. To say things come full circle today is an understatement. Evan Marcy is one of those people. I've known Evan for quite some time. I met him when we were both much younger, having served with his father, Dwayne, as lieutenants together in Engine 80 and Ladder 23. I would see Evan periodically at picnics, Christmas parties, and other house functions, watching him grow up and turn into the person he is today. So for us to be here and witness him start a new chapter in his life and enter into the Building Homes for Heroes family is an extremely proud and special moment for all of us. And Evan, I'm not sure if you realize, but the first year when we rode our bikes down to the Pentagon in 2011, you inspired all of us. Watching you hand crank your bicycle with your brother and your father by your side through the heavy rains, up the hills, and through the extreme heat. Until we reached every mile in DC, that was noticed by everyone. And we still talk about it from time to time. You are truly a life inspirational person. And that is one of the reasons why we do this ride every year. To support our veterans like Greg Karen, Evan Marcy, Craig Hall, Kirsty Ennis, and many others who have sacrificed so much. And Andy, as long as we do this bike ride, you can count on our support. And Andy, also, thank you for supporting such a noble cause and making the 343rd home dedication coincide with 9/11. It's great to see that after so much time has gone by, people like yourself and everybody gathered here today has not forgotten. So Evan, on behalf of all those involved with the FDNY 343 ride, we want to wish you the best of luck. I hope you embrace your new home in the community of East Haven, and we're all looking forward to see what the future holds for you in your new home. Most people have one family. Evan has the Marcy family, the FDNY family, and now he belongs to the Building Homes for Heroes family. So congratulations, Evan. I just want to mention 2 quick things. In closing, this Monday will mark the 22nd anniversary of 9/11. Please take a few moments and remember all the heroic acts that took place and those that sacrificed it all that day. There are also still many who are fighting illnesses from the exposures to the toxic atmosphere down at Ground Zero. And ironically, the number of post-9/11 deaths always goes up. We have a number on the back of our jersey this year, 343, and that signifies the number of post-9/11 cancers that have taken lives of first responders so far. When we first started, that number was 64. So I think since 333, which was July, it's up to 341 already. So please keep those members and their families in your thoughts and prayers. So once again, Evan, congratulations, and we wish you the best. Before I give up the mic, I'd just like to ask Mayor Carfor to come up, please. I'd like to present Mayor Carfora with an official 2023 FDNY 343 ride bike jersey. The mayor was very helpful with logistic issues we had, and he attended a lot of meetings and put a lot of time in to help this state be so successful. So thank you very much, Mayor, and enjoy. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of this great day.
I was lucky enough to get to hang out with this guy the last couple of days, Mayor Carfora. Mayor Carfora is an active supporter of our veterans and East Haven's first responders. He's also a military parent of a Marine that has served our country on deployments, including a tour in Afghanistan. Mayor Carfora has been instrumental in helping us to get this house to the beautiful home you see. From the first time we called his office, he said, whatever you need, and he really did that. Anything we needed. We could not have made today happen without him. We're grateful for his support, and I'm just a little bit jealous that you guys in East Haven get to hang out with him all the time, because he's pretty cool too. Mayor Carfora.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished elected officials, and the residents of East Haven. And I would also like to recognize State Rep Vin Candeloro. He's also with us here today. When I got this phone call back in, this past winter, I'm going off this speech. When I got that phone call from Andy's organization, and being the parent of a United States Marine that fought in Afghanistan, I'm going to echo Senator Blumenthal's words that there's much more to be needed, for veterans in this country. In this house here, when they said they were going to give this house here to a true hero here in our own hometown, especially being the 343rd home, it really touched my heart. And I went down to the Bronx for a big press conference, and I met all these fine people, especially this guy right here who I fell in love with. This guy here, he's got a straight shot to heaven because he is doing so much work for the veterans. So give him a big hand. So as mayor, I stand before you with a profound sense of pride as East Haven extends our warmest welcome to a true hero, and that's Army Specialist Evan Marcy. Evan's journey of bravery and selflessness not only inspires us all, but also reflects the enduring spirit of East Haven. For months, we have watched incredible people put their heart and soul into making this day happen. I applaud all the volunteers for their passion and for their determination. There are too many people and organizations to thank individually, but I do want to give some well-deserved recognition once again to Andy Pujol. And his team at Building Homes for Heroes. I would also like to thank JP Morgan Chase and the NYFD 343 ride, who I became friends with a lot of those guys. And, just like Kim said, that I guess I'm pretty cool to hang around with, but those guys are the bomb. Their steadfast dedication to our veterans aligns perfectly with East Haven's values, and it strengthens our resolve to stand by those who have served our great nation. We are a community that opens its arms to those who protect and serve. September 9th gives us another chance to renew our pledge and providing the utmost support and care to Evan as he embarks on his new chapter in his life. East Haven, Connecticut is a town deeply rooted in its dedication to first responders and military personnel and to its veterans. And we understand the sacrifices made and the services rendered. And we stand together as a beacon of support, ensuring that all of us who serve find peace and comfort within our community. So in closing, I say with pride, God bless Evan Marcy. God bless our first responders. our military personnel, our veterans. God bless East Haven, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Perfora. Before I bring up our CEO and founder, I just want to give a thank you to some people that are in the background that don't always get thanks. So big thank you to Ed Sabatino for helping us pull all this together today. And a big thank you to my VHH family. Really love you guys and appreciate everything you do to pull this stuff off. It's not easy, but it's all because of you. So thank you very much. The man I'm about to introduce you to, as I said, is an amazing man. He started this organization out of his need to give back after 9/11. The idea was to help one family. He's volunteered for 17 years. He's never taken a salary. He's never taken anything from this organization. He gives it everything he has. He does not spend enough time in his private company because he spends all his time with us doing this. We are grateful for him. I'm not sure he sleeps. I don't know. He might not even be human. I don't know. So I promised Andy I would stick with him, and I have, and help every other veteran family we could. And it's been my honor, and it's been a privilege to be a part of this amazing organization. I am forever grateful to you, both professionally and personally. I'm proud and honored to stand next to my friend and my mentor today as we gift our 343rd home. 343 families' lives that have been changed because of your dream. Please help me in welcoming our CEO and founder, Andy Pujol.
How about a big hand for Kim Beasley? What she hasn't told you is that she was a prosecuting attorney when she found out that her brother was injured, and she was advised in the courtroom. And she asked to leave the courtroom and did, and went to Walter Reed Hospital right away. She gave up her entire career to serve our country, to serve our veterans, to make sure that her brother, everything that he did for this country she helped pay it forward together with him, together with so many other veterans, and all of our veterans here today, all the veterans. How about a huge hand for all the veterans here today? They deserve it. We are all here, we all this country because of them. And thank you to our first responders. We love you all. So with pure patriotism and appreciation in our hearts, and lots and lots and lots of love. I love to say that all the time. Probably the most important word in the world. How about a warm East Haven welcome to Evan Marcy and the Marcy family entire, and again, all of our veterans. We love you guys. We know things are not always easy, but we will always be here for you as long as you let us, and we'll be friends. And to me, that's the most important thing. And when I met your dad recently, I had a chance to spend some time with him. And in the end, I told him I love him too. And, just know that we'll all be here and we're all friends. This is our chance to serve our country too. So thank you to all of you for serving our country today. So from the rubble of 9/11 to a prayer, asking God for guidance on what to do next, to our 343rd home, all part of an amazing story, an amazing journey, and perhaps a miracle. And I'm going to start off with something I've never done before. But I want to take a moment because our team works around the clock, either at the home or in the office or on the field, but somehow, somewhere, some way. How about a huge hand for the Building Homes for Heroes team? There's only 14 of us. Only 14. We have thousands of volunteers. So all the volunteers, thank you, but please continue to join us. Imagine 14 employees, thousands of volunteers. That's why we have a 96% program rating. And 93% program rating or higher for 12 consecutive years. Only 3% of all organizations in the country can wear that badge of honor. Only 3%. And we're not going down. We're going up from 93 to 94 to 95 to 96. Last 2 years of 96. So thank you. And as you know, I've never taken a single penny. So what we do is in the spirit of love, of family, of friends, God, country, making our communities and country a better place. Our first responders and all of our veterans here today. So remember this moment. Carry this moment with you. Hopefully for a long time, maybe the rest of your days, because you are all part of a miracle today. Never forget, in many ways, this is a miracle. And you're all part of it. So thank you for that. Mayor Kaffour, my new and dear friend, we've had some amazing home ceremonies all across the country, but this home ceremony and this moment today may be one of the best ones. So where are you, Mayor? Thank you very much to you and your amazing team. I wish I could name them all, but I can't. Someone will come up here and take the mic away from me. To Chief Lennon and of the police department, Chief McCarran. You get that right? Marcarelli. I was close.
Over there.
Chief Marcarelli, where are you guys? Thank you, guys. You're all amazing, and your departments are amazing. To Chase Bank, you're all amazing too. I mean, you gifted this home. You gifted many homes to us. So you know, we build homes from the ground up, and they are beautiful. Maybe we do 15, 20, 25 a year. But Chase donates lots and lots of homes to us. And they have other partners. But there's only one partner that puts $250,000 into the home that's donated to us. So what a perfect partner, Chase and Building Homes for Heroes. And I met Jamie Dimon, what a wonderful man. They're all wonderful. So thanks to Chase. I hope we have many, many years together. And let's continue to make our communities and country a better place. I'm on page 2 of it. All right. And now, well, to our largest donor this year, the past 2 years, somewhere between $2 and $3 million this year. I'm not even sure where yet, but they even, had us at the point of sale at their registers around the country. Lowe's. Joe McFarland was up here today. How about a huge hand for Lowe's? But all of their team, every home ceremony, and they attend every home ceremony. Not only do they donate, but they come and help, and they put furniture in the backyard, and they help make homes adaptable. There's a surprise in the backyard for Evan. We can't wait for him to see it. Not a huge surprise, but it's a nice surprise. And they just never stop. They're amazing. They just keep going. And Advance Auto Parts, some of the team from Advance Auto Parts is here. And, Anthony and Rick, I'm not sure where you are. Where are you guys? There you are. I love these guys. I've known them for, oh my goodness, got to be 11, 12 years now. And they have been our largest cash donor over the last 11 years. $18 million. How about a big hand for Advance Auto Parts? We also want to thank LeBron. They're amazing. SAIC. Mike Brambo's here with us today, one of their senior execs. Now nearly $1 million in donations. The Disabled American Veterans Chapter 144. Where are you guys? We love you guys. Where are you guys? Right over here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for donating to us. And I hope we could partner with the Disabled American Veterans in the future. What a perfect partnership. So you know that I was in a search and rescue in 9/11, and I had cancer. Lost nearly 55 pounds. Nearly lost my life, and I was with my brother-in-law, and we started this charity together. He was a police officer, and he lost his life from cancer the same time I did. And he was more worried about me, and his last words to me were, "Never have any regrets." I don't. I'll never forget that. I'll carry that with me the rest of my days, because that's who our first responders are. That's who our veterans are. So wear that badge of honor too today, guys. And I'll remember him right now at this podium and every day of my life. And again, the FDNY 343 ride team. Oh, if everyone, would take a look at the signs here today. We can't name everyone, but if you look at the signs, your name is probably on there somewhere. Take a picture, take a snapshot, put it on your wall somewhere. Your name is probably on there somehow, some way. And remember that. Remember this moment, because again, you're part of a miracle. And I believe the righteous will all make it to heaven one day. In my heart of hearts, I hope and pray that's so. And I hope to see you all there one day. But until then, let's keep doing good work, doing great work. And you know what? Enjoy life a little bit more. We all deserve it. And you know what? You're all very righteous. So one more hand for all of you. Go ahead. We're almost near the end. Evan, it's pretty long. You're almost ready for this? We're getting pretty close. We're almost there. Between us, we're building homes, rebuilding lives. We're saving lives. I'm to understand we saved more than 50 lives. To save one life is to save the world entire. You are doing something far more beautiful than building homes. You're building homes, rebuilding lives, saving lives, building better and brighter lives, and making dreams come true. And bring that with you too. And yes, as Senator Blumenthal said, by Christmas next year, we hope to reach our 400th home. That's 57 homes from now. So how about a big hand for everyone here and building homes for years again. But for now, 343 homes is a miracle. It must be a miracle. And now you're all part of it. So, be ready to stand and line it up one more time again, please. Okay, Evan Marcy and family, this home is beautiful. In the front yard, inside the home, in the backyard. I wish you could have seen it 90 days ago. For those of you who saw it 90 days ago, it's a different home. It is absolutely beautiful. And what's amazing is we're not done yet. We still have more work to do. And we stay with all of our veterans, whether it be their homes, or athletics and academics, or financial guidance, or emergency funding, or physical wellness and mental well-being. We have programs for all of that. So join us. We are probably the best organization in America with the least amount of money. So let us grow, help us grow. Let's keep growing this organization. Off the charts amazing. And we don't do millions of dollars in commercials, just saying. So U.S. Army Specialist Evan Marcy joined the military a few years after high school. During his senior year in high school, his father was a first responder firefighter in 9/11 and didn't return home for nearly a month. And I saw him like so many other heroes. Never forget that. They were all heroes. All heroes. He then joined the Army in 2006 as a combat documentation production specialist, bringing him to the front lines in the face of combat. Like all of our veterans here with us today, we thank God he returned home to us, to all of us. For his service to his country, Specialist Marcy has been awarded the Purple Heart, the Army Commendation Medal, Joint Service Commendation Medal, 2nd Award, Army Achievement Medal, 5th Award, Army Superior Unit Medal, the Good Conduct Medal, the National Defense Service Medal, the Global War and Terrorism Service Medal, and the Combat Action Badge. On behalf of all of us here today, Evan, we love you and respect you, and we will be with you through thick and thin, wherever life turns, as long as you need us or want us. We will be by your side, and I'm sure all of us here today. So with everyone, with the biggest ovation of all, please stand and welcome Evan to this new home.
Thank you. I'm overwhelmed by all the support. And yeah, can't say thank you enough.
Thank you. All right, so now we're gonna...
Wow.
Andrew should be over here all the time.
AC. Come.
Yeah, they're coming.
And it's furnished.
Yes, good to see you. Thank you. How you feeling? I mean, yeah, this is a lot of work. Yeah, this is
It's beautiful. Evan, you can't believe how much we opened up the walls, everything. Just so that when you have a big family here, you guys can all cook and eat and talk and watch football or whatever. But all of that, the bay windows on both sides, the floor, everything is brand new. Brand new. Fireplace we adjusted and adapted and it's like beautiful. It was like so 1950s.
Thank you.
Three.